if the truth about Epstein were to come out, I think it's mutually assured destruction of both political parties, because people see in this conspiracy what they want to see. And they fill in the gaps with all kinds of minutia and details and conjecture, and then they listen to people like Tucker Carlson, who's been taken off of Fox News but now is a prolific YouTuber. And if he says that Epstein was, a CIA operative being led by Israel, then people are going to look for that online, and they're going to find it, because there are confirmations everywhere of any kind of weirdo idea you have on the internet. So whether it's they're eating the cats and dogs, or there was no client list, all of that is out there and up for debate. But what we lack are facts. So in conclusion, the skeptics start to post a bunch of memes. So you're telling me that Epstein committed suicide? Epstein did kill himself? Maybe the real Epstein client list were the friends we made along the way, right? And then Elon Musk, we will release the Epstein list. We just need more time. The Epstein list is on my desk, which was famously said by Pam Bondi. And then there is no Epstein list. This is going out to millions and millions, tens of millions of people. This isn't just internet shenanigans by young folks that don't really know what they're doing. There are people now who only get their news from YouTube. Young people in particular, YouTube is the second most used search engine outside of Google's search. So I leave you with these ideas. X is a propaganda machine. Elon Musk bought it to intentionally disrupt and plant political propaganda, and it's working. So what can we do? We can believe women. There are potentially more than 1,000 victims of Jeffrey Epstein. And so as we start to look into this, we have to acknowledge the pain and the stories of these women who were victimized, and they stand to be doubly victimized. Network conspiracy theories thrive online because social media is designed to promote novel and outrageous content, and it rewards any engagement, positive or negative. The algorithms do not care about your analysis. Anything you post will then be reincorporated as some kind of engagement, and then that signal will make the system or the platform decide if more people need to see that content. Musk bought Twitter specifically to have a broad impact on politics, and his funding of Trump's win was a test. Because Musk is now launching a third party on the back of this scandal, right? And so this is where the consequences come in. If he can factionalize MAGA, if he can get Dan Bongino to start questioning Pam Bondi's allegiance to the state, Bongino is going to be a breakaway character in this moment. He also, after the memo came out from the FBI and the DOJ, he took a day off of work, and everybody was concerned that he might quit the FBI over this missing client list. And Bongino's been posting cryptically on X that the things he's seen have shocked him to his core. And this is quite an indictment, right? Because all of this is happening in public, but more and more researchers aren't able to study social media platforms. In my own personal history, I have lost my job. I have had run-ins with really cranky people about research that I've done related to disinformation online. And there's really no pipeline for new researchers at this moment because the tech companies are so powerful. And they're affecting our university research. They're affecting who gets to study what, because they're deciding who gets data and who doesn't get data. And unfortunately, we're in this predicament where we do need to be in these networks and understanding, as researchers at least, how they work. So I leave you with this. Truth needs an advocate. We must create information systems that promote real talk in the public interest. And when I say talk, I mean timely, accurate, local knowledge. That's what news is. It's just talk. And it's possible to design systems for timely, accurate local knowledge by knocking down the barriers to higher quality information online. I myself am asking the question, why are groundbreaking academic articles and investigative journalism still locked behind paywalls? What are the funding and the resources that we need? Information, there's no greater power than information because it's how we make decisions. And when we have stark information inequalities and we have populations of people that are not able to have access to the truth, we run the risk of making decisions politically that are harmful to this idea of democracy. So I encourage you to think with this mindset that everyone is a journal-ish. So if you have online platforms and social media, if you're on some newsletters that you like to participate in, think about your relationship to talk, timely, accurate local knowledge. Become a good steward of information online. Become a reputable source in your community, because the technology revolution is a paradox. And what's very important about paradoxes is that they're not all good and they're not all bad. And so you have the tools of robust public media in your fingertips right now with smartphones. Everything is there for you to have a voice, and at low cost and fairly high quality. So think with this framework, this mindset. I'm a journal-ish, right? I care about the truth. I want to put more truth in the world, and I want to know that the sources that I'm sharing are reputable, and then I want to give my own thoughtful analysis. And so I leave you with, we all have a responsibility to fight political disinformation.